So Saturday's game is going to be quite the interesting situation. It's going to be a soggy game. Heavy rain is possible, though some models keep the heaviest rain post-game Saturday night. 15 to 25 mile per hour winds also possible. And what this sounds like is it's going to be a run fest. We're going to be back and forth running the football. And a lot of good defense is going to have to happen with how this game is most likely going to trend. With, again, the wind gusts obviously making it impossible to throw the ball. It doesn't say continuous wind. It does say wind gusts, though, meaning that it's just going to happen occasionally. It shouldn't be impossible to throw the ball. If it was 15, 25 mile per hour wind, period, this would be really bad. But what's funny in all this is if you go to the NFL offenses stat-wise, right? What you're not going to find is the Broncos or the Bengals anywhere inside the top 15. You're not going to find the Bengals until you look at the last four teams. And you're not going to look at the Broncos until you look at the last outside the top 20 teams. Which, both teams, not really known for running the ball pretty efficiently. Ironically enough, we're like the third worst. But as of lately, I mean, Chase Brown's been killing it. If we look at Chase Brown's stats, I know, again, like I said, looking at it here, it doesn't look that good. But 91 yards, 97 yards, 58 yards, 70 yards, 86 yards, 42, 120. It's just because at the beginning of the season, we had really bad stretches. And also, Chase Brown's our only running back. A lot of teams have 2 or 3 running backs. Now, Denver, they got Javonte Williams. Yeah, he's not been having a good season in the slightest. He's been very much, how do I put this? Not looking too good, okay? Again, trying to keep it no trash talk before this game because, that's our mindset in this is we're not worried about trash talk until after we win the game. We're not worried about what's going on until after we win. The other running backs they have are going to be Aldrich S-Time, which he also has 252 yards on the season. He's not really doing much. I think their other guy is hurt, I believe, and that's Jaleel McLaughlin. He's hurt currently, but he's not really doing much when it comes to stats there. Bo Nix is also a mobile quarterback, so that's something to take in consideration. Bo Nix, though, even with him being a little bit more mobile, 25, 23, how many yards did that total for the season? Let me see. Rushing. He has a total this season of 4 rushing touchdowns, 78 attempts, and 352 yards. He's had a couple games where he's, really went off. 75 yards, 61 yards back-to-back games. But even then, he's not really that mobile of a quarterback. He can be mobile, but it's not really going to, bail them out or save them in that situation. So I'll be interested to see how this goes. Now, here's what I will say, right? Our offensive line sucks. They're trash. Not last year. A couple years ago, when we played the Bills in the playoffs, offensive line was garbage, right? They were really bad. But the snow actually helped out our offensive line because it slowed the game down. It made the game a lot easier to really go after because, again, everything slows down. Bad offensive lines look a lot better. Maybe this could help us out a little bit if it starts raining, and just raining like a madman out there. Offensive line a tad bit better because pass rushers slip and slide and you can't get a good grip on the ground. You can't push off as well. It's harder. Offensive linemen, they're blocking their guy, right? And the edge rusher, they slip off. Or they get around the offensive lineman and they slip and fall. So that's the only positive with bad weather is that it actually makes it a little bit slower of a game. Run game usually makes it really good, but when it comes to the passing game, it's really hard to get that going if the wind gusts are crazy and the weather with the rain is crazy too. I don't know. I'll be interested to see how this works out, but we only have 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. They only have, I believe, 11. So we have 10 touchdowns on season rushing. They have 11. It's not really a situation where, either team is not really amazing at running the football, right? So with the fact that the passing game with Bo Nix is usually where their strong suit is, and that's what I would be more scared of, is them throwing the football, where he is a very good passer of the football. 263 yards last week, 2 touchdowns. Obviously, one bad game, but 294, 273, 307. I mean, he's on pace to be Rookie of the Year. I know the Rookie of the Year is going to be Jaden Daniels by far, but Bo Nix is making a competition, a reason why he should be in the contest. But we'll have to wait and see. Again, if that weather is crazy insane, this could be a Chase Brown versus whatever running back they decide to use in Denver. And if that's the case, I think we could win based on the fact Chase Brown's a better running back than whatever they have. But Chase Brown's an absolute animal. I don't care what anyone says. Chase Brown is a monster. He's going to hit 1,000 yards this game. If this is a run-heavy game, he's going to hit 1,000 yards. So I'm pretty ecstatic for that, and I'm ready to see how this ends up turning out. But listen, we need to win out. Denver loses once. Colts and Dolphins lose one of their 2 games, and we Gucci. When I say the Broncos need to lose once, they need to lose to the Chiefs. Lose to us and the Chiefs. Peace out, guys.